going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up once more. And we know we're going to have a spot Bitcoin ETF around the corner. We see the Hegelian dialectic being played. Now, when you actually look at the stocks, we see the tech stocks taking a hit from the earnings numbers, even though the earnings are pretty good. Now, we had the BlackRock DTCC listing for spot Bitcoin ETF has been there since August. So like I stated, guys, we see a lot of Hegelian dialectic being played. And then also, guys, always remember who controls social media. When you see an actual report on social media and it catches fire, you know who's behind it, whether it's right or wrong. And we see anytime you have social media postings, they can move the market. When Trump was president on Twitter, he was moving the market. Elon Musk posted about crypto, he was moving the market. Guys, it's all algorithms. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Arthur Hayes says inflation and the drums of beating will be the catalyst for Bitcoin. But guys, we know the fourth industrial revolution is the reason why the drums are beating. But we also know Bitcoin and crypto are the future. They want everything tokenized and put on blockchain because it gives the NWO total control. They all see an eye. They'll be able to tell you what, where, and when and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are up. We have the dollar, which is up. And we know that's not good for stocks. And we have volume and crypto slightly down. And then, of course, guys, we have Tether, USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo at $1 trillion. And it looks like we'll get off that $1 trillion mark by next week. And we know we heard how Jerome's own mouth stated that Janet Yellen was tapping that fund to put back the federal retirement funds that we saw put into the market. That's the reason why we pumped for the first 2 quarters. And then, guys, next week we have Jerome in the house. And we know he's going to say he's data dependent. And we have Christina Lagarde tomorrow. And we saw Canada pause on rates the same way we know Jerome Powell is going to pause and say that he's data dependent. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Euroclear launches digital securities issuance services and settles World Bank bond. And it was a $100 million bond settled. And while the sheep stay distracted, the NWO builds. We are definitely seeing the fourth industrial revolution being built right in front of our eyes, but the sheep stay distracted. Now we have the Bank of Spain also supports stablecoins and CBDCs. And I'll post this inside of the Patreon. But it doesn't matter what central bank you go to, we know they're getting ready for this digital transformation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sent about $26.7 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Binance has set up a trading platform in Hong Kong to apply for a license. And guys, this would definitely be interesting. But this hasn't been verified. We know the Binance movie continues, and we get a lot of fake articles and a lot of fake news when it comes to Binance. Now we have Mastercard plans a Web3 collaboration with self-custody wallet firms MetaMask and Ledger. And we know MetaMask is consensus, and you might as well say consensus is JP Morgan. And then we know Ledger now wants to have a backdoor to your keys. We know these big banks are only going to partner with people who understand the agenda. Now we have POL, proof of liquidity contracts, go live on Ethereum mainnet as part of Polygon's 2.0. And guys, we know smart contracts are definitely the future. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. Now we have Vodafone and Sumitomo teams up with Chainlink to explore trade documents. And we saw Chainlink pump over 50% over the past few days. And who is Chainlink attached to? That's right, Swift. All this data being pulled from documents, blockchains, going right there to the central bank. Remember, Chainlink is there to help the NWO with the all-seeing eye. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And those who are part of my Patreon, you can look at that NWO crypto list and you saw every last one of them pump. I did put that list in the stock Patreon account. I forgot to add that list to the newsletter, but it's in there now. Not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But we have the IRS extends comments period for new crypto tax rule to mid-November. And guys, we know with blockchain, the IRS won't have to lift a finger. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Cathie Woods of ARK sells more Grayscale Bitcoin Trust and Coinbase shares. And again, guys, that's when you sell. You sell when things are moving up, not when they're coming down. They're just taking profits and moving it over to something they feel like they're going to be able to make more money in. Because like I stated, we're definitely not done with the pump and dump of Bitcoin and crypto yet, because we still have thousands and thousands of cryptos. This is not the utility bull run yet. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have millions in Ethereum, Chainlink, Maker, Aave, linked to FTX, and Alameda is on the move. And guys, who's moving that? That's right. Galaxy Digital, Mike Novogratz. Remember, they're in charge of the actual fund. And then also we have FTX ready to get started back up. FTX 2.0. Whether they change the name, sell the company, guys, we know it's definitely coming back because this is all a movie. Remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.